Mr. Steiner, I want to begin with a few questions for you. Do you know how many of the drivers who haul mail for USPS are using non-domiciled CDLs?
To my knowledge, at this point, none.
Do you know if it's a lot or just a few?
None.
So from what I'm hearing from mail processing centers, there's been quite a few. In fact, I've heard from several large ones who have said something to the extent about half of the drivers who are coming to pick up mail appear to be non-domiciled, that they typically don't even speak English. I've heard that over half of them don't speak English. There's been suggestions that many of them are perhaps illegal aliens. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not sure where that information comes from, but
it's coming from major mail processing facilities.
That probably wouldn't surprise me, but my guess is that...
Sorry, it wouldn't surprise you that there's a lot of drivers who are non-domiciled?
No, it wouldn't surprise me that that's where the information's coming from, because if you look at the information from our United States Postal Inspection Service, which everybody that hauls for us has to go through a check with them, I think they've probably got better information.
And what is that information?
That every driver that drives for us, whether they're an employee or whether they're part of a third-party contractor, has to go through and make sure that they are a domiciled CDL holder.
Is that being enforced? Because I've been told by multiple different parties that that rule is not, in fact, being enforced in any meaningful way.
I've been told by our Postal Service that it is.
Okay. Well, I've got this is from a whistleblower, postal whistleblower. Here are multiple non-domiciled licenses from 1 hour of check-ins at one USPS facility. This was from March of 2026 that's been recorded.
Yeah, if you'd send that on to us, I'll have our Postal Inspection Service look at that and find out what happened.
We've also got recording from Pete Routsalius, who's the VP of Transportation Strategy at USPS, who has said, quote, we didn't understand the magnitude of how many people are using non-domiciled CDLs, suggesting that attempted to stop this practice, but realized that there are too many drivers who are using these non-domiciled CDLs, so it wasn't, I guess, practicable to enforce that particular ruling. Are you familiar with that at all?
Not familiar at all, no.
So it's your testimony that there are no CDL or no mail carriers, who are non-domiciled CDL drivers?
No, my testimony is that I'm not aware of the conversation that you're referencing.
Okay. What are you guys doing to ensure that there are no non-domiciled CDL drivers carrying our mail?
Our Postal Inspection Service looks at everybody that drives mail.
Can you explain how that's being enforced?
How do you mean, how's it being enforced?
How are you ensuring that none of the drivers are in fact non-domiciled?
We require our third-party contractors.
But by what mechanism are you enforcing that, other than a theoretical requirement?
I don't know how you can do anything other than in person, right? I mean, our folks are...
Are drivers required to use a post badge?
As far as I know, they are, yes.
And I've heard from multiple mail processing facilities who are telling me that none of that is being enforced in any meaningful way. And it seems, based on...
If you'll bring me that information, we'll make sure it stops.
I'd be happy to do that, because I don't think that makes our roads any safer.
No, you're absolutely right. And look, we all agree that safety is number one, but let's put it in perspective. You have 2,000 deaths every year from gig drivers driving. Mm-hmm. You've got other companies using them to deliver packages. Mm-hmm. Those folks are
USPS is outsourcing that as well.
We don't have any gig drivers for the United States Postal Service.
But the mail carriers, are not necessarily USPS employees. Is that correct?
That is not correct.
They're all employees. You don't outsource any of that.
We do not.
You don't outsource. So every single delivery truck that is carrying mail in the United States is an employee of USPS.
That delivers to our customers, absolutely.
Or that is transporting mail.
Oh no, transporting mail is a whole different animal.
That's what
We're talking about
here.
Delivery.
I don't
think gig drivers are transporting mail. They're transporting individual packages to customers, and there's 2,000 people dying every year because they're going through the neighborhoods.
That's what we're concerned about.
So let's put it in perspective. You're absolutely right. So let's put it in perspective. 2,000 people died because we had gig drivers that are probably unlicensed, mm-hmm. They're probably uninsured, they're untrained, and they're killing people not on the highways. They're killing people in neighborhoods. Go talk to homeowner associations and ask about the people that are driving through the neighborhood, speeding through the neighborhood when their kids are playing to deliver a small package that should be delivered by the United States Postal Service. And so I completely agree with you on the CDL issue. We've taken care of that. I'd like to see us look at taking care of the
We'll
gig
follow up
drivers
with
that
that.
are driving through our neighborhoods.
Thank you, Mr. General. Appreciate it.